What I teach my children about wealth, I teach them that in order to earn money, they should do what they like. Because if you're happy at what you're doing, you're going to do it to the best of your ability. So get into the type of jobs that you know you're going to like to do. Get into the type of things that you most likely will succeed at doing. So I teach them that, I ask them, what are you good at? And see what all you do well so you can get into that field that's going to help you gain wealth. And that's what we talk about. I also talk to them about not spending every penny they get for birthdays, Christmas, any type of holiday, any type of an allowance, to take a portion out of it and save that portion, because you never know where we're going next. You never know what type of entertainment that we're going to be involved in. You never know what's coming. So don't spend everything you get in the same spot and going to the store and, eating out and buying junk, because those funds one day you may need them for something. So I teach them to save, have a savings, and I teach them about education. Education, some people don't care about education. I've always cared about education. I myself have a master's degree in business, so I have an MBA, and I also hold a certificate in accounting. So those are my fields. Those are my fields of trade. So I deal with money a lot. And I'm not saying I've always been great at it, but I have learned over the years that it's necessary. So what I'm telling my children to do, I'm also doing. Holding back, spending less, having less things that I want or need. Some of those wants are not necessary. They just something you want because you have money to get it. So these are things I'm teaching them because, someday I will leave my legacy to them. And I want them to be able to talk to their children and grandchildren about the same thing. You got to have a cushion. You got to have a cushion. Nobody knew this pandemic was coming. How many people didn't have a cushion for even 1 month of living? We know that by seeing what happened in the world, and especially the United States. So many people were without jobs and places to live and needed food. It was so much need out there for everything. And so it's always good to save when you can, as much as you can, for a rainy day, because we never know when those rainy days are coming. We definitely didn't expect the one that came in 2020. 2021 kind of started off a little shaky too, but it hasn't been as bad as 2020, so we never know. It's always good to put back, push back, get out of the habit of getting things that you really don't necessarily need and just doing the bare minimum on what you do need, because that future savings account will save you someday when you're not even expecting it. So teach your children about wealth. Let them know they can't eat all the money up that you give them, and to do the bare minimum when necessary, and do things to just stop buying things they don't need and only buy what they do need, and we'll make it. Thank you and have a good evening.